Guybrush Threepwood, you do turn up in the strangest places.
Hi, Elaine. Do you think you could help me out?
How did you get into this mess?
It's kind of a long story.
Oh, that's okay. I've got time.
Well, it all started on Scab Island. Some of my admiring fans had pressured me into telling my LeChuck evaporating story once again.
Deep in the Caribbean, Scab Island.
So I bust into the church and say, "Now you're in for it, you bilious bag of barnacle bait." And then LeChuck cries, "Guybrush, have mercy! I can't take it anymore!"
I think I know how he must have felt.
Yeah, if I hear this story one more time, I'm gonna be crying myself.
Don't you have any new stories?
Well, actually, that's why I'm here on Scab Island. I'm on a whole new adventure.
Growing a mustache?
No, bigger than that.
A beard?
No, I'm in search of treasure. The biggest treasure of them all. A treasure so valuable and so well hidden that it haunts the dreams of every pirate on the seas.
You mean
Big Whoop?
None other.
Then why'd you come here? There's no treasure on Scab Island.
Well, I didn't know that before. Now I'm trying to charter a ship and look someplace else. When I return, I'll have riches galore and a whole new story.
Or you'll have died trying.
Either way, we won't have to hear about LeChuck anymore.
Ha! Those guys wouldn't know a good story even if they paid $50 for it. When I find Big Whoop, I'll become a legend among pirates for generations to come. I can only charter a ship and get off this stinking island.
Where do you think you're going, Fancy Pants? You ain't from these parts, are you? This is a toll bridge. You gotta pay.
I don't pay for nothing. I'm a pirate.
Tough guy, huh?
Help! Police!
Scream as loud as you want. There's no police on Scab Island.
Please, not in my new coat.
Maybe I should cut you one out of cement. Hey, you're loaded. This is my lucky night. Remember, wherever you go, on sea or on land, you can't ever hide from Lago Legrand.
Tough town. I guess I should have got those traveler's checks.
Hello? Hey, where's my monocle?
Hey, leave that alone.
Do you think you could let me have this bucket?
No.
Please?
No.
Pretty please?
No.
Pretty please?
No.
Pretty please with sugar on top?
No.
Pretty please with sugar and a cherry?
No.
Pretty please with sugar, nuts, and a cherry?
No.
Pretty please with sugar, nuts, a cherry, and chocolate sprinkles?
No.
I really need it.
No.
I really, really need it.
No.
I really desperately need it.
No.
It's a matter of life and death.
No.
If you don't give it to me, I'll never speak to you again.
No.
I'll be your best friend.
No.
I'll be your best friend forever and ever.
No.
Oh, come on. Be a pal.
Oh, all right.
Seriously? Yeah, I told her to. Sure. Your mom is so cool. Sarah's mom would never do that. You're so uptight. I know. Did you see the way that Sarah tried to get you to stay?
Excuse me. I'd like a room, please.
Sorry, we only have one and it's full.
I know she holds you back. It's like she expects you're always gonna
I could
do
lose a
that for her
finger
when she
doing that.
leaves you. But what about you? You know? Your life. No, I know. It's like it's all about her. She doesn't even care. Exactly. Now that you're being your own person, she's
And it's
just
securely
more
fastened.
needy on you. Bobby? Who needs that? I mean, you don't want to be stuck in her shadow forever, do you? No. I mean, God, if you're that weak, someone should just put you out of your misery.
I watched a video on how to stream on a potato PC. And I think I've got something that's acceptable.
She drags us down. We should just get rid of her.
Excuse me.
Ignore her.
Yeah, boy?
No,
I mean, I haven't reviewed it on Twitch or anything like that.
we have to get rid of her.
Grog, please. Shaken, not stirred.
I said, grog, please.
Maybe you'd like a Shirley Temple instead.
I'm old enough. Look at my beard.
Ha! That's the oldest trick in the book. Tell you what, I'll let you have some near grog. Doesn't have any alcohol in it, but it's just as nasty smelling and foul tasting as that stuff grown-ups drink.
Right on.
Oh, wait, what am I saying? I just sold the last of it to Kate. Sorry.
Rats.
Of course, if you have some ID.
You know, this whole thing with Dad and moving.
I must have left my ID in my other pants.
You'll have to do better than that. No ID, no service. It's the law. And let's just say I want to keep on the good side of it.
Why?
Because the law around here isn't the law at all. It's Largo. You know, I can mix any drink there is, make anything you could name, but I can't make the one thing that could really do this island some good.
What's that?
A voodoo doll of Largo LeGrand. You there? Uh-oh. Give me my usual and put it in a real glass.
Why didn't you come out with us tonight? I know Jake would love that. I can't. I'm grounded, remember?
Fork over the dough or you'll be serving Bloody Marys for a week. From your nose. That's all I have. Well, you better have more tomorrow, or we might have to move this stump to a new location. Like, say, the bottom of the ocean.
Boy, you just gave him all your money?
I don't want to talk about it.
I'll see if my mom.
Where is that thing? I swear I put it right here.
That's sick.
Hey, hired help only.
Oh, yuck.
I'm really sorry about the way that I talked to you and Dad. I just.
It's too heavy.
Anything you want to talk about?
I hate vichyssoise. Excuse me.
Don't bug me. I'm cooking.
Ugh, it's all cans of fruit cocktail. I hate fruit cocktail. The barkeep might see me.
She listens to the best music, hey? Yeah. And by the best, I mean the loudest.
Yeah?
What's the problem with that Largo guy?
He really goes against my grain. I'd like to make an end table out of him, but I don't have the guts. With all my tools, I'm still unable to create the one thing that could do this island some good.
Like an all-night tattoo parlor?
No. Like a voodoo doll of Largo Legrand.
Oh. Nice apron. Are you some sort of chef?
No. I'm a woodsmith, which gives
Tell her
one
to
of us
stop.
an excuse for dressing funny.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
A woodchuck could chuck no amount of wood since a woodchuck can't chuck wood.
We can. Yeah, we can do that. Not at all. I'll do it soon.
But if a woodchuck could chuck and would chuck some amount of wood, what amount of wood would a woodchuck chuck?
Even if a woodchuck could chuck wood, and even if a woodchuck would chuck wood, should a woodchuck chuck wood?
A woodchuck should chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, as long as a woodchuck would chuck wood.
Oh, shut up.
I'd like to look around a bit.
Sure thing.
Nice peg leg.
Thanks. I made it myself.
Nice sturdy workbench.
Everything's laid out just how I need it.
Hey, how'd old Pegbiter get loose? I'd better go catch him before he catches somebody else.
Cheese squigglies. One of my favorites. It's empty. It's a bit on the tattered side.
Who let you into my room?
I thought it was my room?
Well, it ain't. So get the f out of here. I thought I told you to get out!
I don't want to steal his bell. I feel bad enough setting his alligator free. Only one guest.
Listen, she's really upset. She really needs you. You're her best friend, right? Look, I know that you think I told Clay to go sleep with him.
Oops, I think I broke the sign.
I must have taken it that way. With us tonight. You know how to do that? I can't. I'm grounded, remember? You can sneak out. I'm sure you've done that before. Just come out with us. Just for a little bit. Jade really misses you.
Stella!
You're like a sister to her. Just so you'll come.
Go tell her to stop.
Hey, cut it out.
What is it?
Fine. I'll see if my mom will let me.
Did you ever get that circus started?
In case you have to sneak out.
Do we know you?
You know, at the end of the street. 8 o'clock.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
How nice for you.
No, really.
Why did you wake us up, Gorbush?
I'm really sorry about the way that I talked to you and Dad.
What happened to your leg?
It happened during a performance.
That's what we do for a living now.
You see, after our circus failed, we started a pirate catering business on nearby Fat Island.
The sacking lunch. It was quite lucrative.
I didn't mean more of the hook. You're still grounded.
What does this have to do with performing?
I'm getting to that. The governor of the island made us an offer we,
You so don't understand.
couldn't refuse. So, we sold him the business.
But what does this have to do with performing?
We're getting to that.
We sank the money into one of those newfangled glass-bottom boats
We wanted to take passengers on sightseeing trips.
and search for a place called Drinky Island in our spare time.
Boy, did we ever want to get there.
Aside from the obvious reason, we had inside information that Drinky was in fact the resting place of the legendary treasure of Big Whoop.
Hey, where are you?
I don't see what this has to do with performing.
We're getting to that.
You see, we got a bit of a raw deal on the boat.
Seems the salesman didn't have any glass for the bottom, so he just left a gaping hole there.
By the time we noticed, we were taking on water, fast.
We ended up stranded on a tiny desert island.
When did we get to the performing part?
We met a philosopher on the island, and he told us something which changed our lives.
What? What is it? What did he say? Tell me already.
He told us that all the world is a stage and that we are merely players. So, we became performance artists.
Lost the leg, Frank was brilliantly showing the inseparability of the path man walks from the food chain.
The symbolism of the cheese was essential. You know, this leg is looking sort of dingy. Would you get some polish over at the Woodsmiths and polish it for me?
That's where we going.
Give me money for the polish.
Okay.
Ashley knows about this right downtown. Are we going to be able to
See you later.
We can scarcely contain our anticipation.
It's all good. I trust you.
Oh.
Where is everybody? I think this is like a rave or something. Yes, we're just parking here. Why are we going here? Just meeting some of my friends here. Don't worry, you like them.
Yeah?
Could I buy some wood polish?
That's one piece of 8. Anything else?
I'd like to look around a bit.
Sure thing.
This is stupid. Let's just leave. Hey! Give me my phone! Ashley, what the hell is wrong with you? Give it back! Give it back!
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
Stay with me! Are you crazy? Why
can't dig that, Daddy. Creepy, but apparently seaworthy.
Yes, we can. Let's go.
I'll just take a little. Well, it appears to be bolted to the table. Eau de Mojo, the mystical aroma of voodoo captured in a delightful potpourri. No thanks. I don't need it. No thanks. I don't need it. Voodoo's not known for its good smells.
Guybrush Threepwood, it's been a long time since you last came to see me.
Yeah, sure. Yep.
I want to make sure that she, when we get home, she can still have a nap and not be away for too much longer.
Okay. All right.
How's business?
Very good. Many hexes this week. Saved many people from the evil eye. Made many pieces of 8. Although Largo took most of them.
Where's Billy?
Tell me about this Largo guy.
He's a weak little man who bullies this whole island around. Most people are afraid of him because he was once LeChuck's right-hand man.
Yeah, but LeChuck's history. I got rid of him myself.
True evil can never be destroyed completely. You will see.
Why don't you just put a curse on Largo?
I've tried. My most powerful magic lies in voodoo dolls. But to make an effective doll, I need some items from Largo's person, and no one's brave enough to go get them for me.
What kind of ingredients do you need for the doll?
Are you willing to help me make one?
Maybe.
To make it work, you need to bring me some personal artifacts of the victim. One from each of the 4 basic voodoo groups. Something of the thread, something of the head, something of the body, and something of the dead.
Hey, that almost rhymes.
For the thread, I need a piece of Largo's clothing, and a lock of hair will do for the head. Bring me a sample of fluid from his body, and from his dead relatives, you must acquire some remnant of a corpse. Here, take the shopping list.
Thanks.
Do you have any of those ingredients with you?
I have some of his spit.
Excellent. You may keep the paper. Have you brought me any other ingredients?
I'll bring you more later.
Good. Now go.